So what's up? You see the title. Black men and black women think differently. I gotta do this again. What winds up happening is when you hear the conversations as far as gender relationships, black community, one of the reasons why we are not on the same page is because we can't get past the fact that men and women think differently. And genders don't monolithically think together. Men and women are wired differently, okay? We have different thought processes and thought patterns. So this idea that you can gaslight your way into being on the same page is asinine. This idea that if you were raised by a mother, that means you're going to think more like a woman than a man, or if you're raised by a single mother, you're going to think more like a woman than a man is ridiculous. We think completely differently. So a lot of this animosity comes from a lot of times men not thinking like women. Because the things we hear are women expecting men to be like women whisperers. You know what I'm saying? We the chick whisperers. It's not like that. It's not like that. And on the flip side, I know what you're thinking because you're a man. You know what I'm thinking and how I'm thinking it because I'm a man, because you think a man is this and thinks this, that makes it true. So you're not actually on the same page as how men actually think, because this is all a narrative of what was actually going on. And a lot of times it's just stereotype and ego stroking as far as narratives go. We don't think the same. And you see, when people go face to face or on camera, or you listening to the genders interact, you can see or hear the shock when people are not, when somebody isn't the stereotype of manhood in your mind. Like, I wouldn't think he was thinking that because he's a man, and men are not supposed to be thinking that because they're men. Like, doesn't make sense to us. But we think completely differently. And the reason why I'm saying it this way is because most men take into consideration that it's by default we understand women don't think like men. That's it. So we understand that we have to be a little bit more objective because we might not know where you're coming from in your point of view whatsoever, because we don't think the same. But what you're seeing is guys for a good amount of time have been saying that you don't see where we're coming from, And a lot of times this thinking that men are going to have a matriarchal mindset when they're patriarchs mentally, or a feminine mindset when they're masculine, is ridiculous. So if you can't accept that black men and black women think differently, you can't have a conversation of any substance but that cross the lines of gender, because you can't get past the fact that we're not the same. And a lot of this blurring of the gender roles created an idiotic belief system that because you said the gender roles were blurred, that means the genders were blurred, and the way we think is blurred, and it's all in one pot that you are comfortable with. And what what really needs to happen is you need to get uncomfortable with the fact that you don't know what you're talking about. So that's the gist of it. I'm out on this one. Catch y'all the next time. Peace.